Today we are meeting another friend of ours. I met Simen through a colleague of mine at Jacobsen and Svarts. Together they started Hyggelaget, a film company aiming to make timeless videos. We wanted to get to know him a bit better, so we took a walk and made some coffee and talked about a bunch of different things.
I feel like mental health is an issue that is not talked about as much as it should be.
I think talking about mental health is very important, and especially to try and normalize our reactions, because it's always easier to think that people are better, smarter, happier than you, handle things better. Well, how do you know that?
We found a spot to make a campfire, and we're lucky enough to find a whole bag of firewood left by someone else. We had such a great time talking that we didn't notice that our main camera had died. So we had to make the best of the one camera that we did have. Quite embarrassing when we're talking to a filmmaker, but hey, that happens.
We are brewing a coffee from Ethiopia today. It's from Jacobsen, a mill called Dambi Udo. It's a pretty fruity and juicy coffee.
So what's your relationship with coffee?
I don't feel like the energizing part is like as crucial for me. It's more about the ritual around it. So like it's the first thing I do when I come to work, and I'm looking forward to actually doing this job related thing. And so I usually imagine that with like having a cup of coffee in my hand. So there's a lot of coffee involved during the workday, but that's for me like it's one of those staples of hygge, as in like hyggelaget. So it's just like it's something that you can sort of gather around, or same thing with wine, or it's just like it promotes a certain kind of atmosphere that I like.
Hyggelaget,
Yeah.
What does that mean?
If you have a hygge and you have lage, lage is like the team, hygge is that doing something with other people and just having a pleasurable time.
So how did you meet your partner Halvard?
So we met in Australia when we were studying there, and we figured out that we were both like making videos and stuff like that just on our spare time. And then yeah, we just started about how it would be cool if we started up like a design company or something, because I really like the sound of it, or just like having your own studio or having your own company, and so that idea really triggered me. Yeah.
So what is the sort of philosophy with Hyggelaget?
That's a good question. I like that question. With hyggelaget, seeing that like the word hygge sort of means that it means this. It just means like having a pleasant time with people that you like, and just not necessarily being in a rush or something. You're just like enjoying that moment. So that's something that we really emphasize. So,
I think our coffee is ready.
Oh, nice.
We give it a knock, let it sit for another minute, and then pour off a clear, beautiful cup of coffee. You also started up with different projects recently. The podcast.
Podcast, yeah, I did. So the podcast is called Folk om fortida, which is roughly translated to people about the past. I basically just like talk to elderly people to get some perspective on stuff, just to hear their stories, talking to them about how they've lived their lives and the choices that they've made, why they did as they did, like what influenced them.
I love how you give the elderly a voice and a space.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in general, we don't value them enough at all.
No.
They have so many interesting stories to tell and so much to teach us. And we seem to not value that as much as we value knowledge about technology. And
Actually, one question that I really like to ask people, if there are any experiences that you've had where you were hesitant to actually go into it, but when you look back on it now and you actually did do it, then you can look back on it with like pride that you actually did that thing.
Nursing school.
Nursing school.
Absolutely. I was very inspired to study nursing, but I thought that there was just no use. But I just went in there and tried, and I loved it, and I grew so much on that, learned so much. So I'm really happy I did it. It gave me a direction.
For me, I think just traveling, just deciding to travel alone around the world.
Cool.
Let's see what the future holds. Cheers!
New coffee friends!
New coffee friends! Thanks for joining us, Simon.
Thanks for having me.
It's a joy to have you.
Cozy.
Yep. Hyggelig.
You should definitely check out some of Hyggelaget's videos and also Simen's podcast. We'll put a link in the description for both. And if you want to meet more people with us, consider subscribing to our channel and click the bell button to be notified when we upload new videos. You can also follow us on Instagram @RightTB. Thank you for watching. See you next time.